Roger, Dan.
Peace and gratitude. Y'all ready for this, my family? I want you to listen to this. Check this out.
A lot of news to get to. Let's dive into it. So the globalists are laying the groundwork for Pandemic 2.0. Get ready for lockdowns, school closures, forced vaccines. The CDC has been dropping hints for the past couple of weeks that a new massive outbreak of a highly infectious disease is coming out of Africa. Earlier this summer, the CDC added surveillance teams in Africa. Why would they do that? CDC going to Africa, warning that it's just a matter of time before other parts of the world see this outbreak. Pandemic 2.0 is getting ready for a rollout, so better pay attention. We've been warning about this since the spring of this year, that they would try to roll out some new mass lockdown, forced vaccine plan. But I guess the question was, what virus would it be? Would it be bird flu? Would it be COVID? What would it exactly be? But no, over the past 24 hours, it's looking increasingly likely that the next pandemic is monkeypox.
Now listen, y'all. I want y'all to do me this favor, right? Listen. Get ready for the shenanigans, okay? All right? Get ready for the shenanigans. That's all I'm saying. Now, I want you to pay attention. Notice the mass protest that's going on in Africa right now, from Kenya to the Sahel region, even the protests going on in Nigeria. All through Africa, the youth is protesting, standing up against colonialism. So it's like a hot potato, passing it on to the next month, the hot potato. Because if you know anything by now, you should know that the U.S. and Europe have a biochemical lab right off the coast of West Africa where they create these bioweapons. So now it's monkeypox because the youth in Africa has woken up. So they don't want us to connect with them. Here's the fear mongering through the shenanigans, because they don't want us to be able to relate to the youth in Africa who said enough. Because there's an organic protest going on across the continent against them, the globalists, the elite, whatever you want to call them, the colonialists, colonizers, call them what they are. So now they have to throw the heat on Africa now and whatnot, so that you don't build with your brothers and sisters on the continent. Now, here's another thing that I want you to remember and think back. Remember back in 1995, the Million Man March? All right, so I want you to see this right here. What about black on black crimes in Chicago? Now, it's convenient that after the Million Man March and whatnot, you see this right here? This is what we was talking about, these prosthetic body masks, Hollywood stuff, that they can easily, and then come on out the community. Because, first of all, let me start by saying this is not hate, okay? And I have to say that because they take videos down, y'all. They're heavily censoring and trying to control the narrative. Now, the music that you put on the radio with us rapping about killing each other and disrespecting our women, that's hate. That's genocide music. So I want to put this out there just in case they take this video down, that I have a legitimate argument, because I'm not spitting hate. And any intelligent person with the heart, morals, and values can understand where I'm coming from. You see this right here? 9 chances out of 10, when you look up at those Caucasian dudes, they law enforcement. See, they got the best map of knowing how to get out the cities, because they stake out during the daytime, act like they doing stakeouts for sting operations for drugs, when at nighttime they come back and do the homicides and know how to escape through the cities and all that. See, but when you speak this truth to power, like I said, here they come with the censorship to control the narrative because they're scared about everything. But back to what I was saying about the Million Man March. Now, this is when the violence really started increasing in Chicago after the Million Man March to undermine the Nation of Islam. Because here we come with facts. We sit back and we study like a honey badger studying a snake. So there's nothing they can do to get past me. I'll stay up for days studying this snake just to learn how to move like a honey badger moving against a snake. Trust me. That's why they take down pages, they take down videos, they silence the videos talking this hate crap and all, because they're scared for the world to hear me. That's all it is. They're scared, they're fearful for the world to hear me, because they know the world hear this. I'm backed by the world, baby. See, their world is collapsing fast. You know, And another thing, because they always talking in codes, when they're talking about a decrease of the carbon emissions, we got to lower the carbon emissions. Well, brothers and sisters, this is carbon. When they're talking about lowering the carbon emissions, this is them having the biochemical labs and whatnot. Remember the Tuskegee experiments? That was them talking about lowering carbon emissions. Remember Black Wall Street when that's them talking about lowering carbon emissions. I'm just telling you how they speak in code amongst each other, because the average typical Caucasian know that these people put drugs in our community. But do you think they get any support? Look in the comment section and whatnot. They know their people put the drugs in our community, but look in the comment section and look at how many of them come clean and say, listen, man, we sorry. Listen, we wasn't a part of it. We know that we're white, but we're sorry. You don't hear none of that, do you? Because they know that and they understand that they got everything that they're going to lose. Not to lose, they're going to lose. None of this stuff belongs to them. None of these corporations, none of these buildings, military, none of this stuff belongs to them. It's convenient how they start these wars, have the lowest fertility rates. Yeah, I'm talking about the Caucasian male or the white male, have the lowest fertility rates on this land. How many ethnicities in their military for them to go out there and fight brown people who look like us? Huh? Why they can't never fight their own goddamn wars? They give all the money to everybody else, but here they come election time and wartime, they come ass kissing. Or they go panhandling for soldiers in Africa. Huh? That should tell you a lot about these cocksuckers. You know, I just come up with ways to just pancake this punk ass government, man. You played my people, now it's your turn. Y'all can ignore what's coming in, but it's coming in hot and heavy. And to the people out there, I thank you for your support, brothers and sisters. Just keep paying attention. Peace.